Today we're going to talk about the Harry Potter scissors. Today we're going to talk about the Harry Potter series, but with a twist. We're going to look at how the entire Harry Potter saga is pretty much summarized in the very first movie, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Crazy, right? It's like J.K. Rowling gave us the clues that we needed right at the start, but we didn't see them until the end. Hello, I'm Kevin Harris, and I help people understand themselves by helping them understand the stories that resonate with them. Let's start with everyone's favorite morally ambiguous character, Professor Snape. Throughout the entire series, we wonder, is Snape good or bad? Dumbledore insists that he's on the good side.
Dumbledore trusts Snape.
A man who trusted you!
But Snape's actions always seem questionable. That tension carries throughout all the way until Deathly Hallows, when we finally learn the truth, that Snape was protecting Harry all along because of his love for Lily Potter.
It was because of your mother. She sacrificed herself for you. And that kind of act leaves a mark.
Well, this mystery about Snape's true allegiance is set up immediately in the first movie. Remember the Quidditch scene where Harry's broom goes haywire and Hermione sees Snape muttering under his breath? It looks like Snape is cursing Harry's broom, but later we find out he was actually countering a curse to protect Harry.
No, dear boy. I tried to kill you.
That moment right there is a microcosm of Snape's entire arc. He looks like the villain, he treats Harry poorly, but in reality he's doing everything he can to keep Harry safe. It's foreshadowing for the rest of the series where Snape's true nature is hidden in plain sight. Another major theme that plays out throughout the series is the deep connection between Harry and Voldemort.
I now speak directly to you.
By the time we get to the later books, we learn that Harry and Voldemort are linked in a very profound way, because a part of Voldemort's soul is inside Harry, making him an unintended Horcrux. This connection is actually hinted at all the way back in The Sorcerer's Stone. In the final act of the movie, when Harry confronts Professor Quirrell, we see that Harry can't touch Quirrell, or more specifically, he can't touch Voldemort, who is sharing Quirrell's body. Harry's very touch causes Quirrell immense pain and eventually destroys him. It's a direct callback to the idea that Harry is special because of his mother's sacrificial love. But more than that, it foreshadows the connection between Harry and Voldemort that becomes central to the story, where Harry is uniquely tied to Voldemort's fate. The power of friendship is a recurring theme throughout the series, and it starts right away in the first movie. In fact, Harry's victory over Voldemort in the first movie wouldn't have been possible without his friends. Ron's chess-playing skills helped them pass the giant chessboard, and Hermione's knowledge gets them through Snape's logic puzzle. This teamwork, the idea that Harry can't succeed without Ron and Hermione, is a theme that carries through the entire series. Whether it's the Triwizard Tournament and Goblet of Fire, the formation of Dumbledore's army and Order of the Phoenix, or the search for Horcruxes in Deathly Hallows, Harry always relies on his friends to help him along the way. The trio's bond is established in the very first movie, and it's reinforced time and time again. From the very beginning, Dumbledore places an incredible amount of trust in Harry. In the Sorcerer's Stone, he gives Harry the invisibility cloak, a symbol of both trust and guidance,
You're not alone.
and we later learn is one of the 3 Deathly Hallows. This is the first hint that Dumbledore is grooming Harry for a much bigger role in the battle against Voldemort. Throughout the series, we see Dumbledore guiding Harry, often from the sidelines, and preparing him for the ultimate challenge. That trust comes to a head in the Deathly Hallows, when Harry has to make the decision to sacrifice himself to defeat Voldemort. Dumbledore's unwavering belief in Harry's abilities, his heart and his courage, is something that starts from day one, and it's a thread that weaves through the entire story. Here's another big one that ties the Sorcerer's Stone to the rest of the series: the theme of immortality. In the first movie, the entire plot revolves around the Sorcerer's Stone, which has the power to grant eternal life through the Elixir of Life.
With the Elixir of Life, Voldemort will be strong again.
Voldemort is obsessed with getting his hands on the stone because he wants to cheat death, and Harry is also tempted to find a way to cheat death in order to bring back his own parents. Fast forward to the later movies, and this theme of cheating death becomes even more important, with the introduction of the Horcruxes and the Deathly Hallows. Voldemort's ultimate goal across the series is to achieve immortality by any means necessary.
It means you'll never die.
I know what it means.
The Sorcerer's Stone is just the beginning of that quest. In many ways, the battle for the stone in the first movie mirrors the later battle for the Horcruxes and the Hallows, all of which revolve around the same idea: Voldemort's refusal to accept death and Harry's eventual acceptance of it, and even sacrifice as a part of life. The Mirror of Erised, which Harry discovers in the Sorcerer's Stone, is another huge piece of symbolism that comes back later in the series.
Now, what does this mirror do?
The mirror shows people their deepest desires, but as Dumbledore warns Harry, it doesn't give you knowledge or truth, just a reflection of what you want. In the first movie, Harry sees his parents, showing his longing for family and connection. This idea of desire versus reality is something that Harry struggles with throughout the series. In the Deathly Hallows, Harry finds the Resurrection Stone, which according to legend could, if combined with the other two Deathly Hallows, churn one into the Master of Death, exactly what Voldemort wanted. But instead, Harry, who has now accepted his mortality, uses it as a source of closure, allowing him some time with the spirits of his deceased loved ones. This mirrors the lesson from the Mirror of Erised. Sometimes what we desire most isn't what we need. It's a perfect way to bookend Harry's journey from that first encounter with the mirror to his final choice. So when you look closely, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is more than just the beginning of the series. It's packed with foreshadowing, recurring themes, and hints of what's to come in the later books and movies. From Snape's true allegiance to the deeper connection between Harry and Voldemort, all the way to the importance of friendship, sacrifice, and Dumbledore's guidance. The entire series is laid out for us right there in the first film. It's almost like J.K. Rowling gave us a sneak peek at the whole story, but we had to go on the full journey in order to really see it all.
Thought you ought to know.
And that is the moral of this story. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell button so you'll be notified of future videos. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.